Good morning, my dear students. Today I have brought a very special session for all board students. In this session, we are going to revise the complete chapter in just 10 minutes. Yes, only in 10 minutes. This will be a smart and quick revision before the board exam. In this session, I will explain all important points, formulas and concept in a very simple way of quadratic equation. And this session is especially designed for the board exams. So stay focused till the last of this video. Now, without wasting time, let me start this powerful session. In this session, I will explain what is quadratic equation first, then the standard form of quadratic equation, how to find roots, factorization method, completing the square method, quadratic formulas method, and nature of the roots using discriminant. So first of all, what is quadratic equation? An equation of the form ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0 is called a quadratic equation where a, b and c are real number and a is not equals to 0. You can also say a is coefficient of x square, b is coefficient of x, and c is constant term. So this is the standard form of quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. Okay, I think you understood very well. One thing also you have to know, if the maximum power of variable is 2, that means they have two roots, two zeros, two answer, two solution. If the maximum power of the variable will be 3, then they have three roots. Like this you can do. Next point is, what is roots? Root means, what is root? So suppose if you have one quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0, like x square plus 7x plus 12 equals to 0. Here will be two real number, that is alpha and beta. If this alpha and beta will satisfy this equation, that means this alpha and beta is the roots of this quadratic equation or zeros of this quadratic equation. Suppose the roots of this quadratic equation x equals to minus 4 and x equals to minus 3. If you will put the value of x in this equation, you will get 0, and this is that this alpha satisfied this equation, and this alpha is called roots of this equation. Like that you have to put this x equals to minus 3 in this equation, and you will get some 0. That means these two value are the roots of this quadratic equation, that is alpha and beta. So this is called roots of this quadratic equation. Next point, factorization method. By factorization method, how you will solve the quadratic equation? Suppose you have one quadratic equation, same quadratic equation I am taking, x square plus 7x plus 12 equals to 0. To factorize this quadratic equation, you have to split the middle term. You have to split the middle term in such a way that their sum will be the middle term and their product will be the product of term containing x square and constant terms. I mean, you have to split 7x into two parts. 4x and 3x. If it is possible, their sum is 7x and their product is the term containing x square and 12, the product of these will be equal to product of these. That means 4x into 3x equals to 2x square. Here x square into 12 equals to 2x square. This, it means that this split is correct. 4x and 3x. So you have to write here x square plus 4x plus 3x plus 12 equals to 0. Here x take common, you will get x plus 4, and here you have to take 3 common, you will get x plus 4 equals to 0. So x plus 3 into x plus 4 equals to 0. Here x will be minus 3 and x will be minus 4. These two numbers, these two roots are called the roots of this quadratic equation. And in last, when you will get to product of linear factor and you have to find the roots, you have to put the linear factor equals to 0. That means x plus 3 equals to 0, like x plus 4 equals to 0. And you will get two roots of the quadratic equation. In order to solve the quadratic equation, if it is difficult or not possible to split the middle term, you have to use one important formula that is also called Sridharacharya formula. That is x equals to minus b plus minus root under d. D is discriminant by 2a. The value of the formula of d equals to b square minus 4ac. Here also you can write instead of d b square minus 4ac. This is the quadratic formula. If it is not possible to split the middle term, then you have to use this formula. According to this formula, I have to check the nature of the roots. What is the meaning of nature of the roots? Whatever roots you are finding, you have to check whether this is real number, whether this is imaginary number. So how you will find using discriminant? You know that d equals to b square minus 4ac. And the standard form of quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. First of all, I have to for finding the nature of the roots, I have to find the d. So when you will find the d equals to b square minus 4ac, you have to check case 1. If d equals to 0, that means if d will be equals to 0, that means roots are real and equal. Next point is if d greater than 0, again roots will be real but distinct. Why, I will explain. And the last case is d less than 0, roots will be imaginary. Why? What I told you, if d equals to 0, roots are real and equal. If d greater than 0, roots will be real but distinct. If d less than 0, roots will be imaginary. How? You just remember it. If x equals to, you know that minus b plus minus root under d by. If d equals to 0 and you just put here d equals to 0, that means minus b plus 0 minus b minus 0 will be same. So this will become 0 and this will be minus b by 2a comma minus b by 2a. There will be two equal and real roots. And if you will put d greater than 0, if you will get d greater than 0, that means greater than 1. If you will put here, that means something you have to add and something you have to subtract. That means that will be different roots. So their roots will be real and different. And the last case is if d less than 0. Less than 0 means negative number. If you will put here negative number, that means what will happen? That is imaginary number. And don't worry, that is not in your syllabus. Only you have to remember that if d less than 0, the roots will be imaginary. I think you can understand. Next, quadratic formula also, nature of the roots also, product of roots and sum of roots. Suppose ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0, and you have to find the sum of their roots. Sum of their roots means sum of alpha and beta. The formula of this is minus b by a, and the product of roots equals to alpha into beta, that is c by a. And one most important thing, if you have alpha plus beta and alpha into beta, and you have to form the quadratic equation, that is x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha into beta equals to 0. Here you have to put the sum of the roots and product of roots, and you can find the equation. For example, if alpha plus beta equals to 4 or alpha into beta equals to 6, you have to find the quadratic equation. How you will find? You just put the alpha plus beta value and alpha into beta value. You will get x square minus 4x plus 6 equals to 0, and this is the quadratic equation. Friends, I can explain the entire syllabus within 24 hours like this. If you really found helpful this video, share to more people that they can understand, they can explain, they can understood in 10 minutes. And please like, share and comment. Thank you for this watching.